story to tell you. It may hurt your feelings a bit. Last night when I walked into my bathroom, I stepped in a big pile of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
Hi, today we're going to do something a bit different, and I got the idea the other day when I was lathering. So let's just do a brush test. So what I've got here is I have 4 same size bowls. These are the biggest one I have that are the same because I want equal size of bowl. I have 1 boots stick, and if you want me to do this with different kinds of soaps, then I'll do the same thing again. So comment below if you want me to do this test with other soaps as well. Right, I have 1 boot stick. I have 1 ever ready badger hairbrush. I have the Wilkinson sword, old style, but only used a couple or 3 times. About the same sort of knot. That's a Boar. I have the V-long brown horse hairbrush. So we'll test the same soap with 4 brushes, and I know I've only got 3 in my hands right now. Hang on a minute. So here we go. We've got horse, boar, badger, and we have the synthetic. They're all about 24 mils. They're thereabouts. And they're more or less the same also on the top. I wanted this to be as close as possible. So what I will do is I will put, what shall we start with? Shall we start with the Boar brush? So I will put each brush that needs soaking, I will put into the water for 2 minutes. Okay, so here I have my timer. Oops, now I wish I hadn't done that because now it's flipped over. Go on. Okay, normal timer. Let's go 2 minutes. No, actually, shall we just, yes, do the minimum soaking time, 2 minutes. All right, and go. So this will soak 2 minutes, and I will soak each and every one exactly 2 minutes. I will now take the soap, and let me now change already the camera because you don't need to see me speaking anymore. So let me change the camera so that you can see what's going on here. I have my scales, put that on. Right, I'm cutting a slither of Boots shave stick off, as thin as I can, without cutting myself. That's 3 grams, we need a little bit more than that. Oops, hang on. That's 6 grams, 0.6 grams, not 6 grams. Eight, 8.8. Let's try to get it to a gram. That's exactly 1 gram. So I have 1 gram of soap, and I'll be putting 1 gram of soap into each bowl. Press it down. Okay, that's my timer. I'm taking the brush out, shaking it out. Okay, and just putting the brush here for a minute. Let me just get that gram of soap, the next one. Okay, it's switched off. Do it again. That's 7.7. Exactly 1 gram. So I'll put that in. So you can see that's what I'm going to be doing with each of these bowls. All right, and I'll be back once I've done all the soap. So I have in each bowl exactly 1 gram of soap, and I've pressed down each bowl, but they're all still dry. So the next thing I will do is I will add, and I will time this again, I will add half a teaspoon of water, which is 2.5 mils, into my first bowl, and we'll go and we'll leave that in for about 30 seconds. That's 12 seconds now. Coming up, 30 seconds. So this is now soaked 30 seconds, and I have half a teaspoon in there. Now I'm taking my Boar brush. Let's see. Let's load this. Oh, I should be timing this, shouldn't I? Let's go 2 minutes. Two minutes in total. Let's try not mess about. Right, adding the next half teaspoon. So when I have 1 teaspoon of water. That's 30 seconds gone. Let's see what kind of lather we get. Okay, let's be a bit more adventurous. Oh, let's draw up another teaspoon. Adding another half. So I have 1.5 teaspoons in here. And that's not going to be enough time, as I can see, so I'm going to have to add a minute on. So 2 minutes is not enough, not with adding the water. But you can see already the lather it's producing. And it's still very pasty. Okay, so let's add another minute. Let's try 3 minutes. So adding the next, so that's 2 teaspoons now of water in here. Let's try keep all the amounts and times the same. So let's have a quick test. That's creamy and it's super glidey and has quite a bit of protection, but it's still a bit pasty. So that's now exactly 3 minutes I've been doing this. Shall we go 1 more minute and add another half a teaspoon? So I've had 2 teaspoons, I hope I'm correct. So let's go half a teaspoon and go. Adding another half a teaspoon. So that's 2.5 teaspoons now. Okay, this is where I think I would stop with 1 gram of soap. And that was 4 minutes of lathering in total with all the adding water and so on. So as you can see, great peaks. So 4 minutes and I'll stop there. There we go, that's the lather with the Boar brush, and I'll set that aside. Let's move on to the next. Swish out the water just to make sure that you can see it's all the same conditions. And next I'll do, oops, I let out a bit too much. Okay, now we had this in 2 minutes. Okay, this time I'm taking the badger. Go. Badger is in. And half a teaspoon in here. That will be 30 seconds. Just make sure I've got a little bit too little. Just pressing it down a bit so it gets right up in there, the water. So the brush is nearly ready. This is with minimal soaking time. I normally soak mine for at least 3 minutes to 5 minutes, but let's just see what happens. So that was 2.5 teaspoons of water in total. This is all cold water and it's hard water. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so take the badger out, shake it out, draw up a teaspoon. Right, I have already half a teaspoon in here. Right, let's set the timer. What did we say in total? It was 3 minutes. Right. Okay, go. Let's see which brush produces what kind of lather. Under the same kind of conditions, they're all more or less the same, broken in, so there's no change in that. Adding half a teaspoon, so that makes 1 teaspoon. And it looks like the badger is eating the soap a bit more. Let's add another. So that's 1.5 teaspoons. Draw up some more water, 1.5, so I've got another teaspoon to go to keep it the same water amount. Adding all of it in, so that's 1 teaspoon. Okay, I know this is now going to be messy. So that's 2.5 teaspoons, same as the other. And oh, look at this. Okay, I'm trying to keep the conditions the same. Okay, that was 3 minutes. And in this one I still have a bit of soap in the bottom. But that is the lather I got with the badger. Okay, maybe I needed to press down a little harder. Let's just do the test. Peaking all right. Creamy, same protection. This is losing some hair, and it will be because they're all not broken in. Right, I need to get myself a cloth here to wipe my fingers off on. Okay, so that was the badger, and we'll have the comparison soon. So swoosh out the water, same conditions, fresh water, timer 2 minutes. This is the horsehair brush. Go. Horsehair brush is in. Let's draw up some water. whilst we're talking. There we go. I have now in here 2 teaspoons of water in here. Oh look, I've got here lather out on the outside. There you go. Right, another minute to go. I'm now adding half a teaspoon in. "30 seconds, there you go. Let that soak. Roll up my sleeves again. This is hard work, guys. I didn't realize it was going to be such a, well, it's like it's like a workout, really. Okay. We're nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, let's set this to 3 minutes again. Right, brush out. Shake it out. Oh, these are smaller bits in here. Okay, right, let's go. 3 minutes. The horsehair brush. Oops. Okay. Adding water. It's going to be the same amount by the time I'm finished. This seems to be eating some of the soap as well. Okay, this is 2 teaspoons of water in there now, and we had 2.5, so let me put in, that's another half to go. Get it in there. Okay. Adding the last half teaspoon. So 2.5 teaspoons of water in each bowl, 1 gram of soap in each bowl, same time of lathering, well, more or less by a few seconds. That's 3 minutes in total. It's going everywhere. I can't contain it. Okay, that's it. This is the horsehair. Okay, let me just put that in. Right, horsehair done. That's the third one. Right, last one. I do not need to soak this brush, but I will anyway, so that we have exactly the same conditions. I'm pulling up 2 teaspoons here. Right, there was 2 minutes soaking. I'll do the same with each brush, so there's actually nothing different. And off we go. And in here, I'm putting half a teaspoon in, half a teaspoon of water, letting that bloom, same as I did with the others. Right. Let me just test. I didn't test this one, did I? Horsehair brush. Equally as creamy and has protection as well. So the consistency seems to be exactly the same from the protection point of view and the creaminess point of view. Let me press this down. Some bits are still floating. Just make sure it's all pressed down. Okay. 30 seconds to go. And what I'll do is I'll actually draw up I'll leave it. I'll do that later, same as I did before. 20 seconds to go. And the lather in each one is holding up nicely. Oops. There we go. Right, set this to 3 minutes. Take the brush out. Shake it out, the same as I did all the others. Okay, ready, go. This is the synthetic. I'm trying to keep this bowl as still as possible. Okay, I've encountered a bit of a problem. Some of the soap is moving around. Doesn't matter, we'll just carry on. Add more water. Oh, ah. Okay, so that's 2 teaspoons of water. Oops, a little bit went out. Not that much though. Let's keep lathering. Okay, drawing up another half a teaspoon. So that's my 2.5 teaspoons of water in here. and I have a minute to go. This seems to be the thinnest, actually. Looks thinner than the others do, but can't be because it's the same amount of soap, same amount of water. Unless, because it's synthetic, oh, I don't know. Anyway, let's just keep whipping. 3 seconds to go. 2, 1, stop. Okay, here we go. So let's do the test. Creaminess, peaks, lather. Right. This is as scientific as it will get. Right, let me just... Well, this is the synthetic. Let's just squeeze it all out. Try to get it all in a bowl. Okay. I think I'm going to need some water in this basin. Sorry for the noise. Right. Dry my hands. So, that's the result of the synthetic. Let me just stir once more. This is the result of the horsehair. Let's push that out the way. Okay, don't forget I said there will be a hair in there or two, a bristle. This is the horsehair. Okay, synthetic horsehair. Seems to be a little less but a bit creamier here. Look at the badger. Let me just stir once more because it's been sat there. I still have soap in the bottom of the bowl with the badger. Let's squeeze out the badger. This seems a little bit badger. Seems a little less on the badger, but maybe it just needs working more. And this is now the boar. Let me just stir it once more. Let me see, no soap in the bottom of the boar. So, oh, hang on, a teeny bit right there down the bottom. Here, a tiny bit of soap still left in the boar as well. Right, so here we have our contestants. That's the boar. Okay, given that's not the best quality boar, but that's what it is. So I don't know, let me see how I arrange this so that I can make a photo. Not a photo, I'll show you all four together. My countertop needs to be a bit bigger. Here we go. All right. like that, or shall I'll just go like that. No, because then you can't see. Okay, right, so now, excuse me, I'm going to have to move the camera. So, here you go. That's all 4 together. Boar, badger, horsehair and synthetic. Well, to my surprise, I must say, the boar and the horsehair were easier to work with than the badger and the synthetic. Hardest of all to get a lather really going was the synthetic. Creaminess is the same. Yeah, I think that's a good review. Tell me what you think about this. Do you think I should do it a bit different? Would you like to see another soap? Tell me what you want. So I thought this might be a bit of fun. So, but yeah, I think in bigger bowls and in a shave bowl where there's a bit more agitation down in the bottom, it most probably would have produced more lather. And of course, if you have more time, then you can work it even harder. But I wanted it to be as close as possible so that you can see what the result is. So let me just show you once more from the top. That's what the 4 look like. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. See you soon. Bye bye.